Hello, Tobin.
That's it? That's your intro?
Yeah,
Well, that was quick.
yeah. What's wrong with them?
Nothing. I said that was quick.
Yeah.
What is it like? Some where'd you get that? Where'd you get that intro from?
Um, a friend of mine made it for me.
Awesome. That was nice of her.
I like
I like it too.
it, right?
I gotta come up with something like that too. Obviously, when I start going live a little bit more often.
Yeah.
Yeah. But like I said, I don't like I want to get like a co-host and a producer and all that stuff. I don't want to go through all that shit because as you can see, the times that I have been like, I don't know what the fuck I'm doing.
Yeah.
So I just want to sit on panel and just shoot the shit. and
Exactly.
and just say, yeah, bring it up. Bring up this clip or bring up that clip. I don't want to be going through all that shit and then end up fucking falling off panel because I fucking closed one tab or the StreamYards tab or you know what I mean.
Hey, Chad, get your butt up here.
Plus, I don't got patience for all that shit either. I don't have time. It does take a lot of time. It takes a lot. You got to do all the editing and find the clips, and I mean, it
Yeah,
takes time to do. I didn't realize that. That's why
true.
it's easier for me to just hit the button, go live. That's it. That's all I got to
Hmm.
do.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Hello to
good.
everybody
I'm
who's in chat.
chilling.
Hold on, let me check the chat here. Who's in chat?
Yeah, but I got COVID on panel, Chad.
How's it going, Chad?
You're supposed to come up here.
Chill. I'm on my way. Be here
Okay.
shortly.
Okay. Oh, shit. We just lost COVID. What the fuck? Oh, yep. Hold on.
You see, I already did it.
You okay?
I mean, I didn't even touch anything, and I already fell off. Unbelievable.
I know, right?
Is my mic too loud?
No, you're
All
good.
right. So, anyways, what's the topic of discussion today? Anything?
Oh,
Anything new going on?
nope.
Nothing.
Nope.
Man.
Things have been quiet.
How's the weather where you're at?
It was hotter than hell here today. Felt like 100.
Mm,
It sucked.
well, winter is approaching, so
I'm not looking forward to that,
I'm not looking forward to it either. But I am more looking forward to it a little bit because I am going to go on my winter vacation.
right?
I just haven't decided where I'm going yet.
True.
Maybe Dominican Republic.
You know.
We'll, we'll see.
Huh. So the sun went down, but looks like it rained. I
When's
don't
the
know.
last time you've been on vacation?
I've been on vacation for
Well,
months.
let me rephrase that. When's the last time you traveled outside the states?
I went to Montana 4 years ago.
You went where?
Montana.
Outside the states.
Oh, outside the states? No,
You've never been outside the states at all.
no.
Well,
Mm-mm.
yeah, that's what I'm saying. Like, see, like me, when I say, yeah, I go on vacation. Like, I mean, like, leave the country, enter into another country. I don't mean just travel from. Oh, I went to California. No, 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 no. I don't consider that vacation, dude. Oh, I went to Florida for 2 weeks. Well, that's you know, it's nice and all, but
Right.
when I say vacation, I mean like go to Greece, go to Italy, go to
No,
Spain, France.
Nope.
Dominican Republic,
Nope.
Cuba, Jamaica,
No.
and it's not that expensive either. I mean, you can get an
Yeah.
all inclusive 7 days.
Yeah, I know, but I'm trying to save money. I'm trying to fix my house.
Mm.
Yeah. I don't want to, but I have to.
Are you planning to sell?
No.
You just want to upgrade it or fix it up or whatever. Do some maintenance.
Yeah. Do it my way.
Well, that's good. You always got to keep it up to date. That's the issues with homes, right? It's always an invest.
Yeah. I got a lot of painting to do.
Well, I just finished my place. I upgraded. I removed all the baseboards. Like I used to have profile, like baseboards with profile oak baseboards, but like I got tired of
That's
it.
it. Give me 10 minutes. He's coming up. Okay.
I
See
got
you in the
tired of
building.
it, so I replaced it all with square baseboarding, square casing all around the doors. Everything's like flat now. Any more profiles, because I would notice there would be dust and stuff would get in the grooves and stuff. It would be a pain in the ass to clean. This way, you just wipe up and down, and that's it. You don't have to go in there with a brush or anything.
Well,
So much
I got
easier.
to redo my kitchen floor, my laundry room floor.
What is it? Tile for your kitchens, obviously.
Well, it looks like hardwood, but it's junk. So it's just going to get
So,
retiled.
uh,
That in the laundry room.
do you have any man around? Like, you married?
I'm not married.
Do you have a boyfriend at all that lives with
Nope,
you?
I'm single.
He comes and goes.
In Louisiana. Nope.
Well, are you handy? Well, obviously you are handy. You do the what is it the diamond art?
Yeah.
So you are handy, obviously.
Yeah.
But I don't know. Would you be able to tackle like something like that, like a tile floor?
Yeah.
Yeah. Then, yeah, it's good. It's just removing the existing would probably be the bigger issue. Yeah.
Yeah. I know.
Well, I don't know. You know what you can and you can't do, what you're good and what you're not good
Yeah.
at. Well, at least you're motivated to do stuff. There's
I
some
know.
there's some people that I know that they ain't motivated at all to do anything, but just complain and whine and
Yep.
you know what I
Pretty
mean. People are after me and
much.
the aliens are surveillancing my home
Yep.
and you guys
Louisiana. You want to come up? I'll send you the link.
are all criminals and you're gonna be on my list facing federal charges.
Oh my God.
It's not funny. You guys think this is a joke. You're mocking me.
Right? Yeah. Hang on, Louisiana. I'll send you the link. Hold on.
Is that the Indiana that I know?
Yeah.
Bring her up.
I'm gonna send her the link in a minute. Do, 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 do.
Do, 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 do,
I
do,
just
do,
did.
do, do.
And,
Bada, bada.
and all this is there. All right. See, I'm multitasking. There.
Pin the link, love.
I'm not putting the link.
Pin
Oh,
the
no,
link,
no, no.
love. Why are you so scared? Pin the link.
No.
Give him freedom of speech. Jesus. My God.
No,
Don't be,
love.
don't be a rebel. Pin the link.
No.
Give people opportunity to come up.
No, honey. I'm good.
Get some balls. Jesus.
The last time I did that, someone tried to porn bomb me. I don't think so.
Well, you know how to put up a screen, don't you?
No.
Well, do you usually because when's the last time I seen a live stream that you've actually kept on listed? Was your last live stream listed? Is it listed, or do you
Yeah.
usually like privatize it? Like, cause my live, I just privatized this last one that I did. I just deleted it completely.
No.
Actually, I did it by accident too. But I'm
I
like,
didn't delete any of my. Hey, crafty songbird.
hello, chat.
Yeah, that hasn't shown up.
When's the last time Paula was on your panel?
Who?
Paula.
It's been a while. Paula, go check your messages, love. Uh-oh.
Is she in chat?
No, not anymore.
She was?
She was. She's up here now.
Oh my god.
COVID, my man.
There she is.
What
Right.
are you doing?
Hey, sweetheart. How's it going, sis?
It's going good, bro. What's you doing?
Nothing.
How
Dragon
are
invited
you?
me to come up on panel, and I said, you know why not? I got some time tonight.
Yeah, I watched your first live. I didn't see the ending of it. I heard it got porn bombed or whatever, and I hate that.
No, I didn't get porn bomb, no.
Oh, okay, good.
I did at one time.
They wouldn't do that to me. Well, I've been lucky. They haven't done that to me. Because you know how I am. I'm cordial with mostly everybody, right?
You really, really are.
I try to be anyways, right?
I'm a dipstick.
But I was saying in the server, because you were on my, because you were in the chat, you know that guy, Rebel. Obviously, you saw the first stream that I did when we were discussing it. AC was discussing Rebel.
Mm-hmm.
So he put you on the list.
Is that how I got on that list? I was like, this is stupid.
Exactly. And then I was telling him too, I'm like, Rebel, you better be careful because you know how the Workyverse works, right? I'm like, you don't want Paul and them to get a hold of you, son. I mean, you think you got it bad now. If they start getting a hold of you, I mean, it's gonna be a whole lot worse for you.
You would have to get pretty bad, like square bad.
Oh, he's kind of like square bad, but you know the drug issues that he has is with pot, right? But I mean, you've seen him. Have you ever seen him go live when he goes live and on his tangent? Oh my god!
Does he do anger stream?
Oh my god! For years now, it's been 5 years. He's like the locale of our community.
Oh hell!
Yeah. And now he has these illusions that he's like Cyrex, right?
Mm-hmm.
You know how they've gone real life on him and stuff like that. Well, with Rebel too. So somebody's been, filming him, I guess, when him and his mom have been walking to the store or stuff. And then they send it to one guy, and then the guy, because he's treated him like shit, he posts the videos, right, of him like walking and shit. So now he's under the impression that he's being stalked 24/7, that he has bugs in his place, and that people are trying to kill him and his mother.
No,
now that sounds like some low-cal behavior.
Definitely.
Right? I guess I'm on that list too, Paula.
No, you are too.
I was like, I don't even know who this Rebel is. And I noticed I got tagged and something. I was like, what the fuck is this? And I read it and I was like, well, that sounds pretty damn dumb right there.
Correct.
Right.
The thing I was trying to point out, because I was on Crafties this morning, right?
Mm-hmm.
And then because I was thinking, I'm like, that's kind of a form of harassment, because you're tagging people that you don't even know just because of the fact that they're in my chat. Or what he does is he'll go into my shorts or my comments where I post, and he'll see who's in there, who makes the comments, right? So, you've made comments, other people made comments that don't even know who he is. And then so he tags them in this thing, and then underneath it says defamation and crime and federal crimes and all this stuff. You're kind of harassing and stalking people.
I think he's the one that's kind of stalking, isn't it? It kind of looked like it when I looked at it.
Wouldn't you consider that? That'd be like you're harassing people that you don't even know, because now you wake up in the morning, right? You don't even know what the hell's going on. You get tagged. You go look. Yeah. Where the hell am I tagged? Who is this?
I'm not even sub to that guy.
Exactly. So that's like a form of harassment.
Right. I understand what you go. it was so silly.
Well, I was on Colbit's live yesterday, and then Colbit said, "Uh-oh, Dragon, you're going to be on the list." I'm like, "Really?" I'm like, "I'm friends with everybody."
The
It's
list.
like, okay.
Even with me, Paul. I used to know, like, I've known Andrew for like a long time too, right?
Yeah.
And when I posted that cow, I don't know if you've seen that community post that I put, the low cow, whatever.
Yeah, I
Cow,
did.
she's like, "Oh, you'd be a low cow too. You better go live." I'm like, you know what? Can you guys make me into a brown cow though, at least?
Make some chocolate milk.
Wow.
And then with Bert, I happen, Casey Champs. I guess she's real good friends with Lady Bird, right?
Hmm.
And so I,
The bitch that needs to math better.
yeah. Well,
Uh-huh.
I used to listen to Bird because I used to be with Rustin, right? MRE. Like, I've known MRE for the longest time. I've been
I
so
love me some Rustin. Don't even play.
I've known Rustin for the longest time. Like when we used to like troll Durkee and everything else like that.
Hmm.
So that's where I ran into Lady Bird, and then I subbed to her, and I was in there, me and Jarek, and
Oh,
everybody
John.
at the
John's my
time.
man. That's my man there,
You
John.
know what? I haven't seen John Artemis for the longest time though.
I
Have they
seen
been live?
John in chat yesterday, but I think John's been a little under the weather. Just keep him in your thoughts and prayers. You know,
Oh,
Definitely.
because
That's
John and Artemis are outstanding people. I think John's just been a little under the weather, so
yeah.
I just been praying that he feels better because I love me some Ja.
Yeah. I was wondering where he's been because I haven't seen him live for the longest time. Usually I get notified, and I'm like, what's going on?
Yeah, because we have him in the bot, don't we? In the
Yeah, we do.
yeah.
And I haven't seen him go live, so I was like curious.
If
mhm.
you was wondering why I got tagged by Metallic Hat, tinfoil hat girl.
Oh,
I'm sorry. I tried to be the girl's friend, but since I'm, in the workyverse, considered in to be in the workyverse, which I don't have none of that on
ain't
my
that
name or nothing. She just thinks I'm the money behind the workyverse. So follow the
Oh,
money.
please.
Follow the money.
Oh yeah,
Right.
and me too, because I consider you guys fam, right? And of course,
Mm-hmm.
I have more loyalty towards you guys and I'm cordial with them. I don't have an issue. Whatever,
Well, you
even,
see, that was really
I
nice. Even
post.
KC, when KC came through, I was like, "Hey, KC," even though she is not, totally against the workyverse and everything.
Yeah, she's all out with Gene and
Oh my
Square and
God, she gets up there and says some of the cringiest shit. But hey, that's her show, her channel. She can say whatever she wants.
no, she,
Right.
at the end of the day, she's always been respectful to me, and why wouldn't I be respectful towards her? Right? So
I mean, I've only heard her, put my name. She used my name in her mouth a couple of times, and I think that was bird driven. I don't
yeah,
really hold it against
because
her or
I
anything.
mean, you are a sweetheart, and even when you do post, like, it's all fun. I mean, and you know what? You're basically showing like what they've done in actual lives. I mean, it's not you're not showing anything or lying about anything. Like the
I'm
other
really
day,
not.
what was it? Yesterday when I was watching your was it a premiere or did you go live when you were playing what Square was? What was he sniffing there? Some tools or something?
No, I was live on Cigar Hour, and Mr. Fusion TV came up, and Mr. Fusion was given some gold yesterday, and that was Square. He literally,
Oh,
he literally gets the peels out. I mean, you see him take the peel, and take it out, look at it, and the brownie's a little dog is sitting there, and he takes his pocket knife out and crushes the peel. You hear it breaking, crushing. He snorts it. He snorts it, and you see him licking his lip. All that. I'm like, oh my
oh,
God.
really?
Oh my God. I've never seen anybody snort pills like that.
Wow.
But even Lady Bird, we used to go at Square and Gene and them, and I
Mhm.
remember she was doing one time she was live and she was playing like videos of Square, and he was
She was.
talking about how they paid him a visit. I forget who it was, and they pet his dog.
That was no live
They
night.
and they called me and then he was telling, I think it was his grandfather or his dad. He was like, they called me a better back bitch, and
And call his grandpa a lard ass.
he started crying. They called me beta back bitch, and
We call him Junk Box Hero. Have you heard Moses Heap's song? Junk Box Hero. He's
yeah,
got scars on his arms.
Oh, geez. Oh,
yeah,
what
it's all
your life? Oh, I've seen the things you do, and I'm just like, wow, girl. Really, homegirl. Damn, go for it.
What was I doing?
Yeah,
What was I doing? I'm sorry.
I don't remember, but whatever you were doing, it was funny as hell. I mean, wow,
If I can't laugh at me and you, who can?
mhm.
even me. I posted like, I'm straight, but I posted like memes with
Hey,
me and
Devo.
like Chip, who's in my server. I posted like memes of me and him like being gay
Yeah.
and stuff. Like, it's all fun and games, you know what I mean? It's not, and the stuff like that you're posting or that you're playing, the clips, these
Yeah.
are done there, even like me, if I act out and a post comes out of me doing that, I mean, what can I do? The thing is, they get embarrassed by it, so they freak out, they get all triggered. But hey, listen, at the end of the day, maybe you should look at yourself and think, well, fuck, I fucked up.
Yeah, okay. I did do one, and I'm not gonna lie, I did it one on Bird, but the reason I did it was because she did this I call them rage screams, but rage stream for 6 minutes, and then she deleted it private. Well, thank God there's bots out there recording people. 'Cause
Right.
I went and found it, and you can hear that she is sniping in the background, JM and Uncle Filthy. So, man, I just took off with it from there, and I went and got a friend of mine, Zest Sasquatch. I went and got one of his videos that it was done like a year ago, and I blended them jokers together to show where she was lying in every aspect. Every time she would rage some comment, I'd get
Mhm.
that old footage that she'd done come out with and was talking, and and bonk her every time. Bonk, bonk, bonk. And then to
Right.
top it off, I added a pig.
Yeah, yeah.
I added a pig, and y'all, when I picked up this little pig, this little animated pig, and put it on top of her head, it fit perfect. I
Oh,
had to do
geez.
nothing. I had to do nothing to the pig, but just put him there.
Oh, wow.
Oh my God, it was crazy.
I
Well,
saw.
she's hurt by me because obviously, I consider you guys fam and stuff, and I moved over to the Workyverse. And listen, when she was going after Square and Team and
Diesel.
everybody, it was all fun and games. But as soon as we things changed around because I started hearing a little bit about what's going on. So I moved away from her a little bit. But I never had an issue. I don't have an issue with her at the end of the day. But I went into KC's and she times me out.
Mhm.
God. What'd you say? Hey?
Yeah, she's like, "What the fuck are you doing?"
She just told it. Oh my God, dude.
I'm like, Bird, how's it going, sweetie?
Oh my God.
Like, you're one of them. You're part
Hey,
of them.
Clarissa.
And see, and still today, I don't wish no ill fate on her, but
Right.
I have nothing for her because she lies. That's obvious, and I don't care who
Mhm.
believes me or not. I mean, I don't care. It's my trust level, and she broke it.
Yeah.
Well, she broke a lot of people's trust, right? With me,
And
I
you
never
can, you,
got that close with her, so I,
well,
I don't
I'm
have
close
an
with
issue with her
Diamond.
in
Ask
that
Diamond.
regards. Her life choices are her life choices.
Well, I'm not
They're
even talking
mine.
about that, but borrowing money from me under fake pretenses, and then
Oh,
Yep.
telling
I
folks I
remember you telling
donated
me
the
that.
shit,
Yep.
mhm,
and then telling folks I donated it. Don't lie.
Yeah.
that's true.
Don't lie. Just math better. If you can't pay me back, that's one thing. But don't be my friend and sit on the back, and then the minute I say something about it because you won't pay back,
Yeah.
she goes berserk, and it was crazy. So I had to do something.
Right.
I had to bring them receipts on out. Like, here it is. I mean, I hate doing this stuff.
Exactly.
I hate it. But I told you to ask Hyman. I talked to her behind the scenes.
Mhm.
Me and her friends. I mean, we've been friends
Hey,
what,
say
over
something
about a
to
year
that,
now.
Clarissa.
About a year. It's been about a year now.
Well, when you told me that, I was like, what the hell? I
Yeah.
was like, damn.
I mean, she was using fake pretenses like, okay, my son needs this. I don't have enough money to this for. I mean, yeah,
Yeah.
you bring a child, I mean, especially a need of a child, I'm going to go here.
Mm-hmm.
Here.
Exactly.
Yeah.
Well, the thing is, and that's where Rebel too is like sort of that way too, right? He gets donos. He's always asking for help, and then when he doesn't get his way, or they stop donating because they say, he's unappreciated, and
Mm-hmm.
then he starts doxing people and
Mm-hmm.
just freaking out and wishing death on them. And
And I've seen Bird
Right,
throw a lot of
Colin?
a lot of mofos under the bus, bro. A lot of
Mhm.
mofos under the
Mm-hmm.
bus because that's one thing everybody shared one time in my stream is they'd all been screwed over by the same person. I was like,
Wow.
But I told them, people came to me and was like, look, Bird in the same 4 months that you're talking about, she got this much from me, but my wife doesn't know.
Hey, Megan.
I'm like, so please don't come out and say nothing because it might cause problems between you and your wife.
Mhm.
I'm
Right.
one of those. I'm like, just keep it to yourself, man.
Mm-hmm.
We'll get it another way.
Yep.
Well, it's good, like that that somebody says something because, like you said, then somebody else comes on and says, "Well, you know what? She kind of asked me for the same thing one time," and then somebody else comes and says, "Well, she asked me too."
Well, God rest her soul, Miss Laura.
Yeah, God rest her
When,
soul. When I
uh,
heard about that, man,
well, know that the minute I came forward with receipts and everything, she was the first person. When she passed away, I
Yep.
went back and looked and pulled up all my old lives, and that's when I seen how much time Miss Laura had spent with me. Going, hey, Paula, don't worry, you're the ones with receipts.
Yep.
You did come forward. Yes, she's gonna come after you. She even told me what red light means, and all these little terminologies mean.
Yep.
And she was a sweet lady. I loved her, and I was so blessed and never. And it's a shame I didn't know it till she passed, but I miss her
Well,
yeah.
you know
already. I
what I
miss her.
say? Receipts are everything. Receipts are golden.
Are you okay?
Yes. Why?
It sounded like you was under pressure there.
No. 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 Like I said, receipts say it all.
They do.
They
They
do.
do. And that's all I could
Receipts are
do.
golden.
A lot of people probably looked at me like I was batshit. But the night I came out and told, I said anybody that's on this, I don't
Yep.
want to put out anybody's personal business, and especially my own and somebody else's. It's not
Yep.
me. So if you're on this panel when I hit end show, you will get access to my phone.
Yep.
And guess who was there?
Hmm.
JM,
Really?
filthy animal.
Shit.
And look, I gave them all access to my phone. JM, filthy animal, Roland. There was a bunch of them, but I gave them all access. Opened my phone to them.
That's
Yeah,
true, Colin.
I don't have nothing to hide. I've been a public figure most of my life, so I'm cool.
Definitely,
Yeah.
you're one of the sweetest, greatest people
Oh, thank
I
you.
found on YouTube. Definitely.
Paula, you know we love you.
No,
I
man.
always try to
Right,
be the
Brad.
real. I
Listen,
mean, just like what you
when you
see is what you
associate with good
get.
people, I mean,
Yeah.
Yeah.
and if you're good to people, like listen, I like to troll. I've been around for years, right? And I like to do trolling, but I don't go down that road. I try to be cordial with everybody because I know that
Yeah.
not everybody's probably has the life that I do, right? So,
Yeah.
Mhm.
but like I'm a go-getter. I've always been that way growing up. Like my life wasn't easy, but I had to fight for what I got.
That's right, Megan.
Man,
But if you
Yeah.
just sit around and don't do anything, like you can't expect somebody
Yeah.
to hand you something. It's not going to happen that way.
it's not.
No.
You got to either provide something that
Yep.
somebody wants, or I mean, like if you're just going to sit there, you're better off just going on the street and just asking for money. I mean,
You might as well be doing the same thing. I mean, really and
Yeah.
truly,
you know what I mean?
for real.
So I don't mind to help people out, but
And I'm one of those. I
Thank you,
feel
Megan. I
I'm the first.
appreciate that.
I'm first on that search and rescue team. You know, for anybody. You know, I'm bad about it.
Yeah.
but to support somebody's habits, no, I won't give you money for that. Sorry. I just
Yeah.
won't.
Well, I was caught during a time that some personal things were happening in my life. You know, with my husband. You know, and it's sick and being sick and all that, and so she caught me in a weak moment when it took 4 months before the red light was bing, before flags started flying all through my financial statements, and um, that's when it all come to a head, I guess.
Well, the
Right.
thing is, too, they take advantage of your kindness, right? That's one thing I learned here on YouTube, even in real life. Like,
You can't because
you think you're doing a good thing, but in the long run, they're taking advantage of you. And then you start to realize,
I know.
like you said,
but they can't mistake my kindness for weakness.
Right.
now they can. But I mean, before, like,
Yeah.
like I said, you're kind and everything. Somebody comes up, hey, do you mind me?
Yeah.
I'm a little bit short this week. My kid, these diapers, and they give you that sad story, and you like feel sorry for them, and you give it the one time, and then you hear from others
Hello,
that,
Megan.
well, they basically asked me for the same thing the other day. Well, this one they asked me too for the same thing, and then you start putting two and two together. You're like, hold on a second, something here
Mhm.
is not hitting right. Something here is
Yeah.
it's not right.
I love me some Megan in the chat. Let me just shout her out real quick. I love her. She
Oh,
is
I
a
do too.
sweetheart.
Shout
She
out to
From
everybody who's in the chat.
from the from the time I met her till now, that chick has been, A1 golden. So love her.
Oh, we adore Megan.
Yes.
Here too. Yep.
Yes. She has graced me with her presence on my panel before, so I like that chick. So I brought with her.
Well, apparently Chad is supposed to come up. He said got 20 minutes.
I know Chad said he was going to come up. I don't know what his problem is.
He said he was going to come up in 10 minutes, 20 minutes ago.
That was a while ago. I don't know what happened.
I love watching Brooke too.
Brookie,
Brooke's
Brookie,
hilarious.
Oh
Girl.
my God. I think what was it last week when she had, I forget who it was that she had on, and they were just dragging the shit out of
Yeah.
Brookie's my girl. I mean, if you want to talk about one person out here on the YouTube streets that I really, really trust and probably talk to on a daily, and that's Brooke.
Yeah, she's another sweetheart.
She's another one that's good as gold. I mean,
Oh yeah.
I
but
mean,
don't
you and I
forget-
have talked also.
She's
Mhm.
She's always
Mhm.
been cordial and respectful towards me.
Yeah.
Everybody.
I mean, I'm cordial with everybody. I get along with everyone. You know?
Mhm.
You know who I miss?
Who?
Lady Love.
Oh,
I don't know what's going on.
let's see.
I just miss her. I heard that she's doing well and things are going well for her, and
I've heard that
I'm
too.
glad that, and I'm so happy for that, and she's so blessed and she deserves it. But I
Yeah.
miss her all the
She
same.
does.
I do miss her all the same.
Oh, she was hilarious. She made everybody laugh. She did it.
Yeah, I know.
But it's like in real life, like with me, let's say, like with my family. Sometimes I ask my dad, I'm like, how come we don't get together as a family like we used to? You know what he put in perspective. This was years ago when I was still.
Yeah.
Right.
He's like, you got to understand, Mike. I mean, your uncle, he has kids, your cousins, then they grow up, they have kids, and they grow up, they have a family, and so on and so forth. And those days they stopped because they started having Christmases with their kids and their grandkids. And
Yeah.
so those
Before
times
you
when
know
you
it,
were
you're
young
old.
and we used to go to your uncle's house and your aunt's house and stuff, those,
Yep.
gradually those days stop. Now you got to worry about your family,
Yeah.
Mhm.
and that's the way it goes. And everybody
Yes.
eventually moves on.
Yeah.
It's just
That's
as
very
long as
true.
they, I wish them all the best in life,
I
whatever
do.
it has to offer, and that's all you can do, really.
It is. But don't let me find you doing rage streams. I might laugh at you.
Shit.
Those are my favorite when people do rage stream,
And people do it.
I mean, really. I'm
It's
like,
like,
if I'm
what the
gonna get
hell are they
angry,
thinking,
Right. If I'm gonna get angry, I'm gonna wait to do it, not online.
But you know what, Paula? And no disrespect, I can't see you. I can't see like me. I can't. I'm Aries. I'm just hard headed. I can freak out if I want to. But you, I can't see you. Like what are you gonna like with that low voice? What would you say? You don't swear. You know.
I do swear.
She
I
does. I wonder, we
I
talked
have I have
personally.
the pottiest mouth.
Yeah, but I don't know. I
We
just
talked
can't. I can't
personally. She
imagine you
does.
freaking out on somebody. You effing bitch! I can't see it. I just can't.
Yeah.
Well, I'm gonna tell you, there is one occasion I was on JM's that I had. I was working in the pasture, and I happened to be on live with JM, and we're watching the Book for Moses guy,
All right,
and
Logan.
he's
We appreciate
ranting
you.
on
Thank you for coming, love.
and he's ranting on me, and I had my phone in my pocket because I'm at the
Hmm.
pasture, and all of a sudden, hot mic, and I'm sitting there just cussing. I'm like throwing hay, doing hard labor stuff, and cussing this boy
Right.
out.
Yeah.
Discussing him out. And finally, I felt my phone vibrate. I got it. James like,
We
might
all
want
have a potty.
to cut your mic off.
Yeah,
I was
well,
with the
have you
trucker for
ever
a long time. You
have
hear
you
all kinds of shit.
have you ever heard of
Let's say that.
Evil Abe?
Mm-mm.
Well,
That's,
you've heard Gene obviously freak the hell
oh
out.
God, yes.
I'm saying like that sort of freak out. I don't know. I can't see you doing something like that. But again,
Well,
drama sells, right? People want to see that.
yeah,
Not everybody
Some of
wants
them
to see
do.
just like a quiet, like normal stream.
yeah.
People do see it, but if you want a real crowd, every once in a while a little rage. Like when Brooke was going off, I forget who it was on her panel, but they were all going at him, and I mean,
It brings the number.
Okay.
Yeah, it brings some
it
numbers.
brings the numbers, but it's also entertaining to watch.
Yep.
Yes.
So I mean, it might be sad to say, but it is. It's just human. It's human. I mean, it's a reaction. Like I don't know. For me personally, I like watching it.
And I don't know if a lot of people know this, but Miss Laura came from a community. Her and JM and like Motivated and a few other ones. They came from a paranormal type community.
Mhm.
Yep.
So when I released, and I still have 20 hours of me and Miss Laura on panel talking.
Yep.
Yeah, so there's a lot, but I've minimized it down to like 2 hours, and that. But I'm gonna
Yeah.
shout out her community and the paranormal community because they rose to my subs all the way up. I don't
That's
know. She came from a wonderful community. Her family is wonderful.
Yeah.
And that one I have one video of hers. It's 180 minutes. It's a long one, but it's up around 9K on views.
That's great.
Yeah, and that's all because of her family, her old community. But I do had some pretty good footage of Miss Laura.
Yeah.
Yeah.
God bless.
Just kick back being herself, and that's and even her last.
God bless her, and hope her family's doing well.
Yes. Yeah, like her sister, was the one that was responding back to her phone and all that. And it just so happened that her last birthday, the day before her birthday, she was on my panel. And
Yep,
she was
I
talking
remember.
about being excited about going to spend it with her sister and
Mhm.
and it was very touching because her sister got to use some of that footage for at the celebration of life.
Yeah.
So it was really cool. It all works out. You just don't know it in the moment sometimes.
Yeah.
That's when I always say it's best to tell your loved ones you love them because you never know.
Well,
Tomorrow's never promised.
I always try to tell people how much I appreciate them and love them. And I
Yep,
told her many
same.
times. I did. I caught myself telling Miss Laura every time that how much I appreciate her and love her. And,
Yep.
we even did this, like, you know how I do, Miss Laura? She's like, yeah, me and Miss Paula's out.
Mm,
It was so
Unfortunately,
cute.
I know of a few creators that have passed. I don't know if you ever heard of Stella Van Travels.
Mm-hmm.
Well, she passed, right? I used to be a modern nurture. I mean, I used to watch her every morning, every time in the morning.
Iron Horse was I was a moderator, and he has too, and he did a video and then went and had a heart attack and passed away, and that happened right after Miss Laura. I was like, oh gosh, and then Jesse's his wife, and I was like, oh my gosh.
And they're young. They're dying young, unfortunately.
Unfortunately, some of them are,
Yeah.
Right.
but Miss Laura was not very old. I mean,
No.
not in my standards, and she was a nurse. But I started watching, like I've watched all the 20 hours now, and I noticed a progression that I didn't see because, just in her state of health.
Yeah.
I think the last time she was on my panel, she was on my panel, and then 2 days later she passed. So know that everybody that was on that panel was affected by that, I'm sure. But I invited all of them. Mr. JR's like, you don't mind if I download this? I'm like, no, all of my content is for use. I am amateur and so are y'all. So,
Think of it this way. At least you have that memory of her being on panel with you.
that's right.
That's right.
I mean, she was cute and how she did some of the things that I know a lot of people are going to miss her in chats. And I'm not going to I know that they're going to be taking these channels after so long now. I've heard that when people pass and the channels go inactive, they will dismiss them, inactive them or whatever. And I'm gonna hate that. They are to memorialize them,
Yeah.
because that content could be used by her great grandchildren. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Because she did more. I mean, she had other videos about gardening. I mean, she did great things.
Well, that's the thing too. That's another thing. Like, not to get off subject or anything, but that's why I try to portray myself here, like as the best I possibly can, because I do have family and friends in real life that watch my shit and watch me sometimes. I don't want to leave a legacy of me being like, and I don't want to bring them up, rebel. Like, these people are gonna see your videos of you freaking out and all this other shit and acting a fool and stuff.
Me too.
It's just like not to say again, like with Bird and Gene. You guys
They
got
got children. They got children now. Their children's got to grow up and go that. And you know how children are.
For
They're
sure.
gonna go, your mama is you know what I mean? And I don't know. I'm like you. I'm one of those. Don't embarrass yourself. Don't embarrass the house.
Exactly.
And it'll work out great.
And I've been lucky enough. Like, I was on Crafties when I was freaking out on PDF. I actually had another person actually reach out to me in DMs and said, you're like acting really dumb right now. Like, you gotta stop, because you're gonna regret what you're saying.
Yeah.
Even though I was trolling, but I'm like, you know what, you're right. Here I am telling others not to do what I'm doing. And it's like you said, Paula. They got kids, but not only that. How about their friends? Their kids' friends. They so happen to go on YouTube, and they're like, "Isn't that Joshua's mom over there?" Freaking out, this and that, and the third.
Okay, having rage streams, and I'm sorry, trap church.
And these people, they're not embarrassed about that.
I would be very.
I would.
I wouldn't want any of my family to see it, but trust that I've made. That's why I tell people, you can ask people that have met me off YouTube. Triple T, Seth. I mean, there's a lot of people that's met me off that I've met on YouTube that I've met off YouTube, and you can ask them. They've come to my home. I'm the same person that you see on YouTube, and I portray it that way because it's almost a documentary of everyone.
Yeah.
Of all of our lives. Right.
Yep. I'm the same person when I'm online. I'm the same person offline.
And I've now connected my because I did a professional Facebook and all of that. So all of that stuff is connected now. And so for me, my family and my friends and my professionals and everybody see it.
Exactly. That's what I mean. Especially with you, Paul. You got a business or whatever, right? And just like me too. Can you imagine?
I'm a medical professional.
Somebody comes in and says, like, I recognize you from somewhere. Are you that lady that's on YouTube's like freaking the hell out and talking about Square?
No, you know what I do, right, COVID? I'm a licensed counselor.
Exactly. That's what I'm saying.
So like life coaches and stuff, you know.
All grasses are not in that job. Stop saying that.
So like, yeah, I mean, I can't go up there and rage stream.
Exactly. I think I mentioned it to Dragon. I think it was last month. I happened to walk into a grocery place and did some shopping, and all I heard was, "Hey, COVID!" I'm like, "Oh hell no!"
You're
Oh
like, oh
damn!
shit.
Somebody recognized me. I just kept on walking. Like
Yeah.
I had my glasses on and everything. Like looking buff and everything. So obviously they knew it was me. Like COVID. I'm like, "Oh hell no!"
Oh hell no!
Oh hell no!
Oh
I mean,
hell no! This ain't happening.
I just
I'm
kept on
friends with everybody.
walking. No, 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 no.
And I have to stay so privately. The way I live and where I live is so I'm almost compounded, like in a.
Yeah.
I'm like miles down dirt roads to get to me, and there's no way in. There's one way in, one way out.
Yeah.
You have to pass a couple of checkpoints,
Yeah.
cameras. I mean, it's really crazy. But I mean, but I work with the mental health population in
Yeah.
my area, so I have to be that way, you know.
But like I said, yeah, you're very respectful and everything else like that. You do your little live streams, but nothing, nothing out of line. I mean, you play little clips, but I'm saying that you got these guys like Rebel again. Well, it's like Gene or Square. I
I
mean,
just
these
can't
guys
get down with them.
they go into town to their local grocery. Like people don't
Yeah.
recognize these people.
I wonder if they do
Look, it's
because
the better back bitch. Look here, dude. And then he'll come on stream, come live when I want downtown, and they'll call me better back bitch.
oh shit! The other day, who was it? Nick? It was who was? We were somewhere. I don't know where I was at. Mob Rats Hunter, I think. Anyway, and we were talking about the marijuana thing, and they were talking about how sativa makes you melt into your couch or something.
Oh, Jesus. What the hell, Hunter?
And in my research, like, really? Because this girl I'm seeing has got all these crazy names for these weeds,
Right?
and it was so adorable. I love it.
Yeah.
All I've been lucky in that regards. I don't drink and I don't indulge in any of that stuff. I smoke my cigars.
I love a cigar.
But in regards to the marijuana, I can't. When I was younger, yeah. But
I
back
I
then,
won't touch that stuff.
the THC was not as high and as potent as it is now.
Yeah.
That stuff, I just can't handle it.
Oh, I know it's so high
I don't
now.
hate on anybody who does. If they're able to smoke it and they enjoy it, or
Mhm.
whatever else the case may be, go ahead, man. All the
Right.
power to you. The drinking, on the other hand, like the ones that have one too many and
Hmm
start acting a fool. I don't know.
I mean,
I can't be around somebody who's belligerent. Like,
I
Right.
can't either. I can't do it.
like one or two is okay, but then if you go beyond that, then it's like, all bets are off.
Or the kind of man, I love you.
yeah, that's what I'm saying. Like, I mean, everybody's got their tolerance, but I'm saying when you get to that point where I love you, or like I used to be a mean drunk. Like I used to drink years ago,
Ooh,
but
ooh.
I used to be a mean drunk. I used to get the fights, and those are the
Oh
worst. Like,
no!
you look at me silly, or you say something, I'd be like, "What did you say?"
What you say about my
You know
mama?
what I'm saying? And then next thing you know, we'd get into a fist fight. And then I remember one time when I was young, my mom just, she woke me up. She said, "You know what's going to happen to you one day? You're going to end up killing somebody." And because I used to black out, I wouldn't remember what the
Yeah.
fuck I had done the day before.
Oh,
You're going to end up killing somebody, and you're not even going to know. You're not even going to remember. And I'm like, you know what? Yeah, I
Yeah.
got to stop. It's just not for me.
that's
It's just not.
scary.
Sure.
I mean, I'm one of those. I don't like anything where I don't maintain control of self.
Exactly.
That means like, look, I took some classes because they were encouraging through our state about microdosing with psychedelics for some types of therapies. So I microdosed and I almost freaked out. So that was not for me.
Well, like with the drinking, one was too many and 100 wasn't enough. The thing is, I
Yeah.
would drink to get drunk. I wasn't drinking to enjoy it. I was drinking because I'd
Yeah.
have fun. The next thing you know, I'm like 10 down, a suitcase full, and
Oh no.
Yeah.
That's almost like binge drinking and
yeah, yeah.
stuff.
So it just wasn't for me, and I'm a lot healthier and happier that way.
I've never been a drinker or cigarette smoker. I mean, I've always, since I was 30, that's when I tried my first luxury cigar, hand rolled.
Yeah.
Mhm.
And I've had an addiction to the cigars ever since, but that's probably about it. I mean, I do like the marijuana. I've mainly liked it since I got hurt and I went 35 feet with an ATV fell on me on my chest. And it did some damage, as you can imagine. But I'm allergic to pain medication. It makes me violently ill. I mean, I can't take that shit. And I'm grateful, because I know so many people
know.
that have addiction to opiates. So I'm so happy that I don't like none of that shit.
Well, with me, in regards to the marijuana, it just gets me paranoid, and then I deal with a lot of clients, right? So, or inspectors and stuff like that, and when I would have conversations with them, I'd be like, "This guy knows he's
He
got
knows I'm
something
high.
on my mind." You know what I mean? I'd be like, I'd be embarrassed. I'd be like, "He's got to know I'm
I
high." It
understand.
like
I
reminded me
understand.
back when I
I've
was
been
in high
there.
school, and you think you're going back into class after you smoked a big spliff, and you're like, the teachers don't smell nothing, they don't know
They can
nothing, and they're
they can
stupid.
smell all of that shit.
Of course they could.
Yeah.
But we're thinking now we're putting like cologne and stuff, spraying ourselves down. Like,
Y'all smell good.
they're stupid. Meanwhile, they like smell that. They know exactly that you're high as a kite, aren't you?
Little fuckers.
I love Grassy. He goes, my closest neighbor is a mile away. Okay.
Grassy Eddie.
Mhm.
But yeah.
If you're able to enjoy life, even if you don't have all kinds of money,
You know,
my advice is to enjoy it while you can. Like you said, you can die at any moment. You can have a
boy,
heart attack.
and I realize that, life is short and it happens in a moment. When
Yep.
you're young, you don't even realize. I mean, I didn't realize it. I mean, I'm fixing to be 50 this year and I'm going, whoa, holy shit, where did my life go?
Exactly.
Hey,
You wake
I
up
mean,
one day and you realize, shit, man, I'm 60 years old and I haven't done anything with my life. What the
Yeah.
fuck?
and it's all happened in a blink of an eye. And I remember old folks telling me that when I was growing up, and I didn't believe it or I didn't absorb it until now, or it didn't hit till now.
very true.
You know what I mean? Or it didn't relate to
Yeah.
me until now. Maybe that's what it was.
Yeah.
Like some people might envy my life, but like with you, like I envy your life. You're riding on horses. I wish sometimes I wish I could do that.
I mean, and to do that with my injuries that I've sustained in my life, and not only to do that, but I trained a 18-hand quarter horse to be a beaut of a horse. I mean, I don't even have to have a rope to get him around and stuff. I can just walk around with him like a dog.
Yeah.
That's why sometimes I envy you. I see you around like sometimes when I go to the farm or I'm around a horse, like an animal that big, I get intimidated. I'm like, I'm scared. Wasn't it JM that got hit in the face by a horse?
No, JR, he got
What
kicked
was
in the
JR? Yeah,
face.
exactly. He got like cracked in the face. I'm like, nah.
And I can't help but laugh at things like that because that's a human error. It's not the horse's fault.
Correct. But
Know
you obviously changed the shoes on the horse, yeah?
Oh yeah, I have a farrier. He does it. And look,
Oh my
and it's so
God.
cute because I have my farrier. He's also a firefighter for a town right here, a little bitty town. I mean, he fights fires for where I'm at. So, but anyway, and he's all of 5'2". He's the most adorable thing ever, and he looks so cute up under my horse. And I'm telling you, from the time when I first got him, it hurt my feelings because he had to tranquilize him to get him shoed.
Mhm.
And that was the last time he ever had to do something like that. Now he stands out there like a limp noodle. That's why he's out there, ping, 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 tap. I mean, it's
But
crazy.
seeing the size of these horses is like, wow. You know, and then like I've never been on a horse,
I didn't get
and
to
then when I
take
see you just hop on it, like it's like like
just
it's nothing. I'm like, I envy of that, right?
yep,
I'm learning how to jump on him.
right.
But I'd be scared. I even like when I'm watching you, like sometimes riding the horse, I'm like, I'd be scared to hell if that thing, like a mouse ran in front of it, that thing just takes off. I've heard horror stories, those horses just take off and you're riding on, like, how do you? No, no, I can't, man.
Because there's and it's really cool. I don't know if you know this, but when you're with a horse, like an animal, like a horse, the horse. I always tell people if you're nervous and uncomfortable, a horse will be nervous and uncomfortable.
For
Well,
sure, yeah. I've heard that
and
too.
and I'm gonna tell you why. The horse matches your energy. His heart rate will even match yours.
Exactly.
He will adjust his heart rate literally to be with you.
Well, they're very intelligent animals, horses, yeah.
Well, I think it's a natural. It's more of a innate thing that's happening. More than something.
An
Now,
instinct.
sometimes they can choose not to respect you, right? Horses have to have respect.
Yeah,
It's not like a child.
if they sense fear, then
Well, no,
that's-
no. If you're fearful of them, they're not thinking that you're fearful of me. They're like a herd animal. They're going, oh shit, there's something fixing to get us.
Mm.
They're thinking, oh, he's alerting me. He's alerting me that we need to be scared.
Well, I'm gonna admit, and you're probably gonna hate me for it, but sometimes I'll pass by a farm and I'll see some horses and I'll just start yelling, and this has happened. I'll start yelling, "Kya, kya," and they'll start running.
But no, that's because they're prey animals, and that's their way of alerting. That's their when horses are in herds, know that their heart rates match each other. I mean, that's a fact. That's studies that have been done and proven that happens.
But I'm assuming these horses were trained. I guess "kya" means something with you guys, right? Or no?
Well, you probably heard of Jihal, huh?
Jihad, but I say "kya." As soon as I say "kya," those things just
Well, I think it's just a general noise.
they just start running. I'm like,
I was taught in self defense many years ago that screaming "stop" in all languages is not inviting.
Right.
If you throw your hands up and scream "stop" in all languages, it's not going to be inviting.
Right.
And that's the animals, any across like all platform there that will make anybody stop.
Yeah.
So the first thing, anytime you feel like somebody's coming at you, you just be stupid. I mean, it sounds stupid, but if you just jump towards them and scream "stop," it will freak them out, and it'll give you that split second you need to get the hell out.
No, I remember years back, I used to bet on the horses until I lost a bunch of money on that shit.
Well, yeah, we have Louisiana Downs right down the road from me, not too far.
No, don't even get me started. I don't want to start thinking about the money I lost.
Oh,
No.
I love to go sit up in the VIP room and eat dinner and watch the horses and play. It's fun.
Oh, it's definitely fun. But it's not fun when you lose like 1,000, 2,000.
No, then it's not fun. But
Yeah,
I always take like a limit, I play my limit, and I mean, I don't feel bad if I lose like a couple of hundred, if I want, or if I bring home.
Sure, but
nothing,
when you got these salesmen that like, yeah, no, bet on number 2,
Oh, I know, man.
straight across. Okay, sure, no problem. I know what I'm talking about. Believe me. And you're like, okay, I'm gonna take your word.
And you sit there. Well, I sit there and read the paper. I go a little early and eat brunch or whatever, and read the paper and see what their odds are going to be and what the splits are. And
then you freak out on the person. Then they're like, well, why'd you listen to me for it? Well, you told me.
What are you talking about?
Single women and
Why is it
fear.
my fault? Nobody told you to.
A good one, Fubar.
What are you talking about?
You told me to bet on number 2, you bastard.
Shit.
You told me to bet on the grass garden.
Right? Yeah.
Running with spirit.
You told me to bet on the loser.
Oh, shit.
They come up with some of the crazy ass names too.
Oh yeah. Unbelievable.
And just like the horse, what was the big time winningest horse ever? What was his name?
Oh, I forgot.
And then what made him a winner was he had a heart condition that killed him early. That's why he
Oh,
was so
wow.
fast. What was his name? They made a movie about him and everything.
Silver. No, was it Silver?
No, it was Jesus. They made a movie about this stuff. Let me think.
Oh my god, I don't even recall. It's been years since I've bet it on the horse.
But yeah,
Oh, okay, so
see, is
far.
it Sea
Thank
Biscuit?
you, love.
Yeah, Seabiscuit. That's it.
That's
Seabiscuit.
yeah. But the reason that horse was the way he was and as fast because his heart was enlarged.
Mm-hmm.
Hmm.
And know that horses when they run, especially wide open like that.
Oh, I think horses are gorgeous animals. They are.
Well, my horse looks like a paint horse, a big paint draft or
Yep.
something, but he's not. He's just a big quarter horse that looks like a paint.
Oh, your horses are gorgeous. I've seen them.
Again,
I-
I'm not gonna say that I know anything about it. I would just go with somebody who I would think is experienced. You know, the jockey. You know, he only weighs this much, and it's this one
yeah.
has an injury, and you know they know all the stats. They know about everything. So I'm like,
Well,
okay,
well, it's not
we'll
just
trust
that. It's
that
how
guy.
much everybody weighs. I mean, the weight.
Exactly, the weight and all this
Because
stuff.
Yep.
on a horse, you can put a certain amount of weight on him, and it's not a bad deal. It's a good deal. You know what I'm saying? It makes him pull out and even out, especially about 150 max 150 pounds with the saddle, everything max on a racehorse.
So, you know,
Right.
I'm not gonna pretend like
Um,
I knew anything about it. I would just bet on, you know.
well, people ask me all the time. They're like, "Do you think like a 300, 400 pound person can ride a horse?" I'm like, "Well, hell yeah, but it's going to be most uncomfortable for them."
Right.
Well, the reason is because you have to split your legs out to get in a saddle, seat a
Oh,
saddle,
Hmm.
and you don't realize that you use core muscles that you don't normally need.
well, a horse itself without the saddle, I mean, you would have to widen up the
Yeah.
legs already as it is. So imagine with the saddle on. Shit.
Hmm.
Yeah, I've had Little John, my horse, before I made him start slowing down. I've had him up to 28 miles an hour.
And that's fast.
That's real fast for a big horse like that.
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
I mean, and he can make it look. I mean, he makes it look beautiful. He can. It's like riding a magic carpet ride. That's how smooth it is. Because if you watch him run, nothing but from his knees down are moving. Boom,
Yeah.
boom, boom. He is getting it too.
Yeah, no horses are
And I make him do that skid stop. So in other words, I tap him on the shoulder, just like knock him like 3 times on, and then I put my feet up around his head, and I'm ready for him to stop. And he's gonna set his butt down and skid. He'll stop. I can't
Right,
catch it on
Bob?
camera
Yeah.
because I can't hold on to my phone while I'm doing it. Every time I've lost my phone, broke my phone. So I can't catch it on camera, but I've tried. Yeah, because it is massive when it happens. I'm talking about dirt cloud. It's great.
And
But
they're a good investment too. Like horse breeding, like
Mhm.
even with the semen and whatnot. Like I heard that like I've been told by others like to get involved in that stuff, like with the semen and all that stuff, like
Yeah,
breeding them and all that stuff. Like
I
there's
don't
a
want
lot
no
of
part
money
of that.
involved in that shit.
Yeah.
Well, I have gelding. Gelding means they're males that have been fixed, and with gelding horses, to keep their sheep clean, I'm required to clean it.
Hmm.
About and I have this stuff. It's called Excalibur. You know, you have to go through this whole process. I tell people I cut
Hmm.
the lights down low. I get warm water and all this. But you have to pull the whole penis out, back the thing up, get the urethra out, where you can see the urethra itself. And that's the most nastiest job I'd ever done and have
Oh,
ever
wow.
done and will ever do in my life. I
Hmm.
don't wish that on my worst enemy to clean nasty dick cheese
Ugh.
off a horse. It is the most vomiting sensation you'll ever experience.
Yeah, but like those race horses, those champion horses, they go for big
Oh, that
money.
shit stinks.
Big.
Ugh.
No, but I'm saying they go for big money. Like
I
50,
know they
these
do,
go
but
for what, 50,000 more, probably more.
you've got to have a strong stomach, bro. That's all I can say is
Yeah.
I know just what I have to do to maintain my my 2 little ponies. is most horrifying. Most horrifying.
I still think they're gorgeous.
You know what I think is gross is like the cows. Like when you breed the cows and what is it? What did they have on their calves? That disease that happens if they don't if you don't
Mad
put
cow disease.
yeah. Well, it's not mad cow disease. Like it comes like a pus comes out of their I forget what it's called when they groom their feet. What's it called? I'm sure you know, Paul. When they
Yeah.
When they what now?
cows like because of the stepping, always stepping, or when they step on a nail or something,
Oh,
and they have to like clean the nail out
that's
and all
gross.
that pus that's in that gathers inside there.
Ooh,
Because they got a split
terrible.
hooves.
I've seen videos of them doing that. Oh, that's
Right.
disgusting.
I can't watch that. When look, my
When all
my
that
fair,
pus comes out of it and all that stuff.
I pay my fair year well not to have to deal with the hooves
Yeah,
because
exactly.
it really is. That is a job in itself. And yes, I have to pay a regular person good money to come do them horses. He refuse them. They get reshod every 6 weeks. So
Lock the door and turn the lights down low. Okay.
yeah, I have to. Well, I have to. Put on some soothing music and turn the lights down low, warm water,
Mhm.
all the
Right.
things because they can suck them things up into their guts somewhere, and you'll have your whole arm up a horse's sheath. And you're like,
Well, my great aunt, she used
Jesus.
to have pigs. I think she had cows too.
Ugh.
Mhm.
I remember when my mom was around. I remember she was telling me a story when she was young because she grew up in a farm, and unfortunately, and I don't want to like spoil anybody's mood, but the barn caught on fire,
Oh
and she was
gosh.
just telling me the story how like it still affected her till the day. For
Oh yeah,
years and
that's like
years
a
and years, she would
trauma,
hear
man.
the pigs and the animals just crying. They
Yeah.
couldn't.
Oh, the screaming.
Yeah, it's
Mhm.
and it happens. Especially with the heat and you got
So
the
like
hay and everything
stables.
in
That's
there.
when you have a stable barn and not a barn that's part of the pasture. Like I don't have a stable barn because I don't want to trap animal in a stable,
Hmm.
especially a grazing animal such as a horse. Because literally, you're supposed to have 6 acres per horse.
Hmm.
But I know people that have them in their front yard, so I don't know.
Right.
I've seen it.
Oh yeah,
Um,
me too.
Oh, damn.
I've seen it with my own eyes. I mean, mine wouldn't last long in the front yard. He'd be done slung that tire inside the window of my home and,
Yeah.
and took off. Like I'd be at the pasture. Um,
You ever
Got any jokes, Tobin?
ever bring it inside the house?
Oh,
I
I've
can
seen a
literally
video of
walk.
somebody. He brought his horse, and the horse went in the house, opened the door, and everything.
I could look. I've walked the stairs that the pasture, the barn, the house that's at the barn. Where my nephew lives now.
Hmm.
There's like these three concrete steps, and it goes up onto a little concrete porch before you go walk inside. And like I can lay down on his tell him he'll walk up steps like that. I've had him walk up like church steps. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
And even do the handicap walk where it's like railed on each side because horses don't like that.
Yeah.
They don't want to be herded into a smaller areas. They don't feel comfortable.
Right.
But again, it has to be an energy exchange between you and the animal that everything is cool. We got this. And everything's cool. Because there's been a time when I doubted shit John was fixing to do, like jump a creek that's 5 foot up and over, I'm a little worried that he might not make it.
Yeah.
and he kind of pulled his reins and let me know to, bitch, please drop the reins.
That's why I say I admire people like you who are able to control an animal. Like I would have a problem. Like my pit bull was like 150 pounds, and I would have difficulties walking the goddamn thing. When he has a mind of his own, I can just imagine how much do those horses weigh average.
Normal horses weigh around 9 to 1,000 pounds. Little John's around 1,600 pounds.
Jesus Christ.
Yeah, he is a beast, and I've done
So
nothing but made
I
him
mean,
beastier.
you're walking around with that thing, but that thing can just take you anywhere it wants if you decide
Yeah.
it. You know what I mean?
Nobody told him though.
Yep.
Well, actually, I think what had happened because his former owner, I bought him when he was 2 years old, and his former owner, I mean, I still know today, seen him the other day, but and he's impressed what I've done with him because he's one of those horses. Poor thing, he fell in love with me. So and you can't ever put just like pit bulls. You can't expect to put your hands on something like that and expect them to be obedient.
Right.
They're big beasts, so the thing that's going to hurt them the most is their feelings. They get fee-fees, so Little John's like that. The minute he sees me upset, oh gosh, he don't like that. He'll do whatever I whatever I want.
Do whatever he can to make you feel better.
Yeah. Or he'll, like if I'm upset about something, and I'm feeling around, he'll come and push me with his head,
Yep.
Hey, come on, come with me. Hey. Come love me.
Hey, John. Hello, love.
Hi to
Hey,
everybody.
D. John, say something in chat there.
See John.
D Johns is in chat.
Yeah.
Mhm.
Oh my God! Hi, D Johns. You want to come up?
Third ball.
Hit the link. Oh, you don't have a link. You're too scared.
Hit the link.
You're too scared to post a link. I forgot. You're weak, Dragon. Weak.
Oh, God.
Wink.
You're weak.
Shut.
You're
Drop that
scared.
link, girl.
You're fearful. You're fear.
Don't live in
Make me
fear.
give
Just
this book
imagine. I
kicking
can
me
just
off,
imagine
COVID.
you around one of Paula's horses, man.
Oh, geez.
Hey, I'll literally crawl up under them, and I don't
Oh
care.
hell no. Oh hell
Yeah.
no. No.
I've got pictures of me, or there's
No,
video
I
of me
believe you, but I
riding him, standing up on his butt.
Yeah.
I mean, I can do that. He'll let me, and he'd know that he's doing most of the balancing.
Mhm.
I mean, I'm doing some. There's some athletic to it, but not as much as it is for him.
Yeah, right.
I think he's
Exactly.
doing more of it.
Do you participate? Do you involve them in any like horse shows or anything like that?
No, but I'm training. I'm trying to get John where I just got his earmuffs in today. Actually, I'm fixing to start competition shooting off of him.
Mm-hmm.
Where
Make
we're
some
gonna run
money.
this off.
Do you make money off them
Yeah.
at all? Besides like training horses yourself, I'm saying, do you make like money off like racing them or like you said,
Mm-mm.
putting them in
Nope.
shows or anything like
He's
that?
just a beast of burden.
Mm.
Yep.
That's all they are. They eat more. They eat more than they sleep. They eat the whole time they're awake.
Oh,
They
I know.
rarely
Huge
sleep.
expense. Huge expense. For sure.
Huge,
Definitely.
huge. And we ain't talked about the vets and stuff. We're just talking about farriers and feed.
There you go. Exactly.
And
Grooming
feed,
them.
since 2020, the feed has doubled. Hay has doubled. Even to produce
And
hay
see,
now it's crazy.
all the price of fair food's gone through the roof. Cat food, dog food,
Everything.
all of it.
Bag of Eukanuba I used to buy for $30 is today $70.
Yep.
I think I used to buy a loaf of bread for like maybe 50 cents or $1, not even $1 probably.
It wasn't. It was
No.
89 cents.
Yeah. No, it's like
The
2-3
max.
bucks for a goddamn loaf.
You
Well,
ain't shit, bro.
I don't eat bread anymore.
I'm like,
but I'm saying,
damn, I don't even need bread. You know what I'm saying? Y'all keep that shit.
Yeah.
no, but like I just so happen sometimes when I go shopping, I just go look at the prices and see. I'm like, holy shit, $5 for a loaf of bread? Are you kidding?
That's probably what
Yeah.
keeps me healthy is my horses. And, of course, because people don't realize just sitting on a horse, every hour that you sit there on that horse is 100 calories burned, not even moving. Now, if you're moving, it's a lot more.
Yeah.
Now, if you're running him, I mean, like just in one ride, I burn usually anywhere from 1,000 to 1,500 calories in one ride.
Oh, for sure.
And that's just like a couple hours.
Well, that's the thing too, right? It's your hobby too.
Yeah, and I can
I would
throw
think so.
50-pound bags of feed. I can throw bales of hay. So that stuff does keep you
It keeps you
a little.
busy, keeps you active.
I
You
do,
know what I
and
mean?
it makes me very, very strong.
Yeah. And I'm sure it makes you happy too. You obviously love to do it.
Yep.
It does make me very, very strong. My husband tells me that. It's like my wife is very, very strong.
Oh yeah, I can see it. I can see it. You can tell the difference. You know.
Because
So you got a pit bull, huh, Colby?
Sorry.
You got a pit bull, huh?
No, I used to have a pit bull.
I
used
got
to
one laying right here beside me now.
I used to, you know what? If I told you stories of what we used to do when we were young to the dogs, like right now, you'd be like, right now, I mean, it's cruelty to animals. Like we used
Yeah,
to like fight. We used to fight our dogs. We used to like. I
I
remember,
know. I've heard the
I
stories
remember
about
back in the
that.
days, like at the parks, like at the kids' parks, they used to like the swings themselves used to be tires. I
Yeah.
remember my
Hmm.
people even at one point used to chase cars down the street, like chasing the tire. You know how the tires would spin on the car?
Yeah.
He would literally chase because what we would do is like we'd like I would like tell him to like stick the tire and he'd be like, you know, and even the trees would like hang him off the trees. I mean, you listen to us now. I know it sounds bad, but it's stuff. I admit
Well,
this.
let me tell you, this is going to really sound bad. Um, I was raised on a cock farm.
So you did cockfighting?
Absolutely.
There you go. They still do it to this day in Mexico and whatnot, right?
Well, my state was, and my father actually was one of the last breeders in the United States. In the Gamecock magazine,
Mhm.
he was considered Ward 9 Gamecock and game fowl, whatever the hell whatever he called it.
Yeah.
But going to the chicken fights was pretty often, like every weekend.
That's what I'm saying. But like nowadays, it's like you know, it's cruelty to animals, and you got PETA up your ass. I mean, like
Well, no,
Yeah, it
what
is.
they did is they had to make an animal instinct. I mean, you have to because the game fowl is not the same as it. Okay, I live around chicken houses. I know about how they feed and treat the chickens that we eat, and fuck PETA on because I know how my dad and every other gamecock owner treated
Mhm.
their game fowl,
Mhm.
and yeah, I'm gonna stick my middle finger in the air to them because they should have never outlawed that.
Exactly. I remember when we were younger, the things that you hear now, like the things that, if you were to say the things that we said when we were younger, I mean, it's like, it's night and day. Like, I mean, everybody gets
Mhm.
offended off everything. It's like, it's
I
unbelievable.
know.
It's
It's like, oh my God.
unbelievable.
Like somebody said Mexican the other day and thought that was offensive. I'm like, well, you can call me American all day. I'm not going to be offended.
Right.
What the
Even me sometimes, I know, like, I don't want to say, but I used the F word when I was younger all the time. You say it now, it's like, you know,
I do say it now. I don't.
it's a
We
big
I
deal.
still say it now once it's
I'm
talking.
sorry. I probably say it now more now than I did when I was a kid. When I was a
Right.
kid, I was trying to find a reason to use it, like Elfin A, Elfin A.
It's like, what the hell? And
Yeah, but if you call somebody that,
fuck
oh my
off.
God,
And,
and oh my God,
we all,
oh my God,
yeah.
dude.
Yeah.
The next thing you know, you got the LGBT like knocking on your door, and it's like, dude, are you serious?
Hey, I
Apparently,
just
there's.
learned about. Look, somebody was just telling me about the damn pineapple situation.
Oh,
I can't even have a pineapple no more.
No, I don't know.
I mean, if it's upside down, if it's sideways, if it's straight up and down, I'm like, holy shit, what?
I forget what
You
state.
mean if I put a pineapple out in my yard and it's sideways, I'm gonna get some crooked visitors?
Oh yeah, oh yeah. I forget what state it was, and correct me if I'm wrong. I don't know exactly the story, but there was a
Hey,
sign on
no.
the washroom door, and this restaurant's been around for years with that sign. I don't know, it was like
Mhm.
offensive, I guess, in some way, shape, or form to somebody. But that sign's been there for like 30,
Right?
40 years, apparently, the owners were saying. All of a sudden, somebody came in there, took offense to it, and made it like public. It was like on the news and everything.
Mm.
They made a huge deal about, oh my God, I can't believe you have this sign. I'm like, are you serious? After
like,
I mean,
30 years?
like what?
unfortunately, well, we shouldn't try to change history. To try to make you're not gonna walk through life and not offend people.
Exactly. That's what I say sometimes. If everybody got along, I mean, this world would be like, can you imagine?
Boy.
A happier place.
It would
right?
be boring. No,
It'd be
without.
boring, of course. It's like
I mean,
what
without
is it?
one, you can't have the other.
It's like the Truman
True.
Show, that movie, The Truman Show, if I'm not mistaken. Yeah, hey, good
Mhm.
morning, neighbor. Hey, good morning, neighbor. How you doing, neighbor? Hey, good morning,
Right.
neighbor. It's like, like I want to
That's
wake up and
not.
say, you know what, go fuck yourself, man.
Yeah, I would want to be doing a rage stream then.
I'm having a bad day. Go fuck off, all right?
I'm going to do a
Right.
rage stream. Fuck this.
Even me sometimes, I don't want to be going into a chat and say good morning, good morning. Especially if I'm feeling like shit. Go fuck yourself, man.
Oh, geez.
Well, next time you're having a bad day and you want to, you can come in my chat and you say, "Hey, Paula, go fuck
Yeah,
yourself."
but I guarantee
And I don't know what you
but
mean.
somebody's gonna take offense. Oh my God, why are you so rude? Why are you so mean? I'm like, really? You're gonna take offense at that? Meanwhile, do you got other guys telling people that they should off
Trolled.
themselves and everything else like that? You're offended because I told somebody to go fuck themselves?
Jesus.
Really? Like I've had that of COVID. Oh my God, you're so rude. You told to go fuck. Really? You're gonna be offended at me telling this person to go fuck themselves. Meanwhile, you got guys wishing death and everything else.
Wishing death.
Why is that?
That's not offensive. But me calling somebody the F word, that's offensive.
Oh, Jesus.
I don't know. I don't get it.
I tell you what. I've
And
seen
then it's an
I've seen
excuse. Oh, but
somebody
they were-
I've seen somebody tell somebody to go die and they already died of cancer. And you're like, what the fuck is your
Like, what the
problem?
fuck? What the hell is wrong with you today?
They're
Really?
doing it quick enough, motherfucker, quick enough.
I forget who it was, whose channel it was, but it was the other day. It just so happened I went in there. I think it was the first time I was in there because you know how they share, how you share other people's channels, right?
Yeah.
Right.
So I went into the channel and I just happened to go in there. The first thing I heard was some guy like singing, but like I found it funny. So I'm like, what the fuck? Like I wrote like, what the fuck? Like WTF? And I
Yeah.
started laughing. And then the actual channel owner was like, we don't judge anybody here. I'm like, oh, shit.
Be locked.
I'm like, I felt so embarrassed. I'm like, shit. I'm so sorry.
Did I step up in squares?
Oh,
Be
wow.
locked.
Yeah, we don't offend anybody. We don't judge people here. Maybe this is not the channel for you. Yeah.
Right?
This is not the channel for you.
I'm sorry, you guys can't. I'm sorry. I don't mean to offend anybody. It's not like
I just meant to tell Paula to fuck off. I mean,
I'd get blocked right away. Chad or somebody, one of your head mods would probably fucking block. What the fuck? You come in here and it's so rude. What the fuck is your problem?
well, I've already got you modded. It would take the head mod to do it.
Well, I'm on your channel too, but I
But
don't
there's
start
no
nothing
head
in chat.
mod. I have
No.
one head mod other than myself, and he's always watching.
Yeah, sometimes like when I wake because I wake up early, like 4:30, 5 o'clock. I'll go to the gym, and then some of these guys are still live, right? So I'll just go in there trolling. And I'm like, you guys are all drunk, and I know I've said that a couple times that people got so offended, like we're not drunk out there. Yeah,
I dare you, go get me another beer, you son of a bitch.
But I'm doing it like just being like sarcastic.
You
just trying
son of a
you
bitch.
son of a bitch! You're the one. Well, you're the one.
I love that. I love
I go
that.
in there, like you guys are all drunk.
My.
And then the people that are in there in chat, they're like all freaking out. You're drunk. We're not drunk. I haven't drank all.
You're a troll. Where'd you come from?
Yeah, where'd you come from?
Mama?
I didn't see you in here. Oh,
Who
what?
the fuck are you to come in here and judge us?
Fuck your mama. Okay.
Steven.
Block him. It's a troll. Block him.
She's been dead for a long time, but okay.
Right?
Oh shit. Oh my god. It's too funny. I mean, it's funny. Like you go in there, that's all I have to do. You're all drunk.
like-
The whole goddamn stream, like just they're all having their conversations. All of a sudden, I just come out of nowhere. I'm like, you're all drunk, everybody's like turns on me and's like, "Who the fuck do you think you are? We're not drunk."
Have you ever
I
heard?
don't even drink.
Have you ever heard Square say that? Who in the fuck do you think you are? I'm like,
Whoa, damn.
I love Gangsta Square.
He gets all fucked up. Even Andrea sometimes. I mean, like when I posted that, like I told you, I posted that. I still have it up on the community on my community tab when I posted the
Yeah.
cap. Oh my god, I never expected that. She makes a comment. Oh, you wait till you go live. They're gonna turn you into a low cow. I'm like, I hope they turn me into a fucking brown cow.
Who said that? Who told you that?
Andrea said
Oh,
that.
that's tinfoil
She's
hat.
like, wait till because like when she goes live, I go in there sometimes and I told her, bend the knee, Andrea. Keep fighting the good fight.
I know. I see it.
Shit.
Because I'm usually in a channel where they're sniping her ass. She's made herself a locale. She pulled her breast out on Naughty's channel. She's done some really foul things.
Yeah, but the thing is,
Right.
with Andrea, like, you know what?
You never know what you're gonna get.
But with
Like
her,
a
I don't
box
have
of
an
chocolates.
issue with her. You know what I mean? I
I know.
troll her a little bit, but nothing like offensive. I don't think I've ever.
I'm not offended by her. I think she's
But
funny.
yeah, I think she's funny too. So when she goes live, sometimes I'll just go in there and I'm like, bend the knee, Andrea. She's like, wait a minute.
Oh, geez.
Rah, 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 rah. I'm like,
Dang.
Well, when she,
No.
what it was, Kobe. She found out you were friends with me, and and
Yeah,
I'm the
yeah,
follow
I
the
know.
money of the workyverse. So
Yeah, and then I go in there sometimes. I'm like,
She's
I'm like Team Workyverse.
Team Workyverse.
She freaks out. Her and everybody
Well,
in
like,
chat.
I've seen COVID.
I bet that's called Uncle Filthy's attention.
And some of the stuff that COVID does on there, I'm like, what the hell?
They call her Mandria. It's like they're off.
Oh, shit. I think I did that in KC's too. I'm like, Team Workyverse when Bird was up there.
B locks.
Oh shit!
Oh
But
my
KC,
God.
she's good people. I mean, even Bird like that. As long as they're able to take the joke, it's okay. If they get but when they get freaked out about it, when I go in there, Team Workyverse, all of a sudden I just show up in there, right? I don't even say hi or nothing. I just Team
I don't say hi or
Workyverse,
nothing.
Anthony,
Ah,
keep
coming in
fighting the
hot.
good fight. Keep fighting the good fight. Don't give up. Don't bend the knee.
Right?
Bend the knee. Bend the knee.
What happened to your moccasins, COVID?
And they just freak out, she starts freaking out. Not freaking out, really. She's like, yeah, you go there. Why are you in here for? I'm like, guys, relax, chill out, calm down. I'm just joking around, I'm kidding.
I know.
Don't worry about it.
I tried to
You
look.
know that.
And then she'll start with, you don't know what they've been doing. And I'm like, I know exactly what they've been doing. Then it's funny that you're freaking out. You're doing the same thing too. She's
No,
posting all kinds of
no. I mean,
receipts. What was
it's
she
so
saying about
crazy.
Big M that he was that she was scamming money and
I mean, when the truth comes out, and look, and we tried. Me and JR both. She came up on Cigar Hour one day, and I moderated her, so nobody even blocked her. Nobody would mess with her when she come in on Andrea Knows.
Yeah.
And she even came up on panel. And then when I ended the show, she even stayed back there. And I tried to tell her then, like, take this shit with a grain of salt, bro. I mean,
oh yeah,
you gotta let some of this roll down your back.
Because sometimes she comes in stock accounts, but if she were to come into your chats, I would say, hey, hi, Andrea.
Yeah.
I
it's
have
up
never
to her
blocked.
whether she's gonna embrace it.
Yeah.
But like when I say
If
hi,
she comes
Andrea,
in on her real channel, if she come in on her real channel, she's still got a ranch. I mean, I don't change that. I'm not adding no more, but I'm not going to change the ones I got.
Yeah, I never had a problem with Andrea or any of it, to be honest. To me, it's all entertainment.
Yeah.
You guys.
Well, I just don't. Certain people.
You poke fun at each other. I mean, like.
Well, I do certain people so that people will not go and watch them immediately or knock them out because I believe that everybody has a freedom of speech and has the right to talk until you offend everybody, and then
Yeah,
come on, dude.
Oh, sure. That's why when I
right.
went live, I just modded everybody because, like I said, I'm involved in different communities, and a lot of the
Me
people don't know
too.
each other, right? And so you
Mm,
didn't know a lot of people in my chat, and vice versa. So that's why I'm like,
yeah,
you know what? I'm not gonna like start banning and not allowing people in here, or giving somebody a wrench, and they're gonna block somebody thinking that they're a troll when they're not. I actually know who the person is. So that's why I just started
right,
giving everybody a wrench until I'm able to figure out exactly what I want to do with my channel. But for
right.
now, I want to, I want to be cordial with everybody, allow everybody up on panel,
Yeah.
and
I'm
it's
very
been good.
involved in different communities. I do music on
I mean, we're
Mondays.
all everywhere,
Exactly.
though.
Yep. Yep. Yep.
I'm in other communities, other channels,
Hmm.
Yeah,
other I do I do work with other channels. Other channels does work with me, and
Exactly.
yeah,
that's what this platform was set up to do. Now, I did
exactly.
I did start in a trolling community. And I'll sit and tell anybody, yep, I sure did.
Hmm.
Worky very strong, motherfuckers. And and I'll tell you, there is good trolls out there.
There
Square,
is. Yeah.
if it wasn't for Workyverse, Square would be dead today.
Hmm.
I truly believe that. That boy has thrived on the people through
Okay,
that Workyverse.
Paula, I have a question for you.
Okay.
You know who Mocan is. Correct.
Who? Who?
Mocan.
Oh, Locon?
Yeah.
I don't know who he is. I've never watched him, but I know that he has beasts with Mr. Tim and Miss Lori, which they have my utmost respect. Like I said, I've met them
Well,
outside of YouTube and had dinner with these people, so I
I
know
know.
them.
Wait, Mocan had my name in his mouth one day. I've never done anything to that man. Okay?
Mhm.
Like,
I haven't
really.
either.
I was like, he had my channel name in his mouth, and I'm sitting there going, what the fuck? I'm like, I've done nothing to you. For real? Oh,
Oh boy, Dragon. You know what I'm hearing?
I don't hear much.
I'm hearing another low cow starting to.
okay.
What do you think,
Do I
Paula?
hear victim noises?
I'm starting to hear
No,
whining, a little bit too much
Do
whine.
I hear victim noises?
I'm not a victim. I just said something. Shit.
It's like today when I was on Cat, and then Miss Cat comes up. Yeah, you said you're threatening gonna sue. Dude, you think I'm gonna actually sue him? I'm trolling the kid. He knows I'm just poking around. You think I'm actually gonna go spend money to go sue? First of all, he has nothing I want. And, like
Oh,
he defend
shit.
me how? How did he? He doesn't affect my work, my business, anything like that. So, like you gotta like distinguish
Yeah,
when I'm being sarcastic in reality. You know what I mean? Like, somebody with the right sense of mind would understand what the fuck I'm doing. You know what I mean?
true.
Hmm.
Other people are gonna be
Hmm.
like, "Oh, really? You're gonna sue him?" Yeah, I'm gonna sue him. You will. Like his life is not bad enough as it is. I'm gonna go now turn around and sue him. Like and even like
I
with my
mean,
shorts and stuff like that. Oh, look, you're trying to be tough. Dude, it's so,
look
that's
at
why
this
even like
whole
the post I
sarcasm.
make, if you look at
It's
my name underneath
hilarious.
my name, it says I'm all about satire. I like to enjoy, have fun.
Oh, it just does. Oh, hilarious, too.
It's entertaining. It's not even like even if you notice
Yeah.
one of my videos, I was on, American Dream, Paula.
Yeah. Yeah,
You know
yeah,
American Dream, right? So he
yeah.
was live one night, and if you see, I still have the video up, and he was in there, and he was looking for, I forget, some singer or something, or a cousin of some singer, and he's like, her name is Nanya, Yanya, or something like that. I'm like,
Nanya?
Nanya, Nanya, and he's like,
None, yeah.
and he's like, Nanya, and I'm like, yeah, Nanya. He's like, Nanya, Nanya. Then I go, none of your business, and he's like, oh,
Yeah.
shut the fuck up.
Oh, my God. What the
Shut
hell?
them up. Nanya, none of your business. None of your business.
Right?
Shut the fuck up.
No shit.
I think there's a certain amount of trolls you need for entertainment reasons,
Right?
And I think if you try to anytime you try to avoid all of the trolling, then most of the time it's just gonna make you look like a locale. So if you just accept what is and what it ain't, just
Yeah.
roll with it.
Even
That's what.
sometimes, like there was like a Hello Starlight, just for instance, the other day, she was going after somebody. She allowed somebody on panel that she was having beef with, and then
Hmm.
the girl and the creator was like saying, "I'm gonna strike you," and I'm like, and she had said something to offend her or something. I'm like, really, Starlight, you're gonna take that? Like I pushed the issue a little bit. So, so people go through my comments, even sometimes I'm on this other creator,
Sure.
Ness, and she's like, I'm like, who are we dragging today, Ness?
I had something. I had somebody get mad at me because I didn't call them back every day. It was really weird
Really?
and awkward. And yeah, and so and she was in the community and she didn't have a ranch, so I kicked her. I didn't like block her. I just timed her out a couple of times, and
Yeah.
then somebody else did. and
Yeah.
so she contacted the creator of that channel and said, "Why did you let Paula do that?" And everybody's like, "Why did Paula do that?" I was like, "Well, if she wants to talk about it, I'm available up here on the panel." Yeah.
Mhm.
And then she comes up on the panel and she's, "Why did you ghost me?" I said, "Because I don't have time to talk to somebody every day for hours on end."
Yeah.
Next question, please.
Yep.
Just like that. And she got off.
Like, damn, looking at.
And I'm like, that's victim noises.
Oh yeah,
You
see,
don't come on somebody's panel asking, why you be ghosting me? Because I ain't got time to talk every day, dude.
Yeah.
some people, sometimes these people are live, and I'll just happen to like go watch it during like maybe they've been already live for about half an hour, and they're going after somebody. I don't even know who they're going. I'm like, yeah, yeah, hell yeah, you know, stupid bitch.
Roo, rah, rah,
Yeah,
rah.
right. They rile
Oh,
them up a
shit.
little bit more. They're like, this fucking bitch. I'm like, yeah, the dumb freaking thought.
Dumb
Damn,
fuck.
COVID.
Dumb bitch. How dare she?
Fucker.
Look, I love you guys. I'm fixing to get out of here. Peace, pot.
Yeah, me too, Dragon. It's been fun, Paul. It's great to see
I
you.
love you
Yeah,
guys.
it's been great. It was a good time.
Yeah, thanks a lot
I
for
did
coming
too.
on Panel Dragon. Good night to everybody. All the
Good night.
best. And have yourselves a great night. Catch you
You
guys
too,
later.
Love and
COVID.
light, you
Good
guys.
to
Love
see
and
you,
light.
love. You too, Paula.
All right, Paul.
It's
Bye,
been a
bye.
while.
Have a good night. Bye.
You too, love. Oh boy. Not what I expected tonight, that's for sure. But yeah, you know, I say this. I think everyone needs to be kind to everybody. You may not get along with everybody, but it is what it is, you know. But yeah, but I appreciate everyone that came in here. Evil, I didn't mean to delete that. I'm so sorry, love. I hit the wrong button. I didn't do it on purpose. But yeah, I appreciated everyone that came in. It was a good time. Yeah. Oh shit! Hang on, Myers. I was I was cleaning house and I accidentally deleted you for being a mod. I am so sorry, Myers. That's why I was hoping you'd come back in here. Oh, it's good to see you, Myers. You know that, love. I love all your videos, and I appreciate you for coming in, just like I stop in yours too. You know that. Yeah. I know, Myers. I get it. I know it's love. But sometimes if I miss your videos, you know, I watch it later. What you and your wife do, it's amazing. Yep, absolutely. hmm But yeah. Oh wow. Really, love? Damn. Shoot. Didn't know that. 25 videos in 5 days. That's a lot. But you got what you needed too. So, yeah, pretty much. But you always do a great job. Always. Yep. You do what you need to. That's right. So, but yeah, I hope everyone's well. Oh, you still got it ready yet? Oh, damn. Yeah, I know that's a lot of work too. Yeah, I get that, but I get yeah, pretty much. But I appreciate everyone that came in. But yeah, I was just about ready to end my life. But I hope everyone has a great week. I hope everyone's doing well. Oh, oh, okay, Miss. Okay, love. I get you. Yeah, I know. It's a lot of work. It is very true. Yeah, I'll see you next time. You know, I appreciate you. Yeah, but I hope everyone has a good night. Much love to everyone. And I'm going to play my intro, and I will see you all later. Thank you, Miles. Much love to you too. I will see you all on the next one. Night.